Valorant has just released patch 5.12, and this is the biggest patch to date. Known as the Preseason patch before VCT kicks off again, patch 5.12 is looking at changing most of the agents in the game and the Spectre. Let's start with agent changes with Breach. Breach's ultimate, Rolling Thunder, has been increased from 7 ultimate points to 8 ultimate points. Just because it's a big AoE that covers the whole site, it seems like it should cost a little bit more for such an impactful ult. Chamber is receiving the most changes this patch, with all of them being nerfs. We've already talked about Chamber's changes coming to patch 5.12 in our previous video, so make sure to check out those Chamber changes. Cypher's tripwire health has been increased from 1 to 20, and you'll be seeing this across the board for a lot of agents, and we'll get into why they're being increased later down the line. Fade's Prowler is getting its health reduced from 100 to 60, so you're able to kill it as it's coming to you faster. Harbor is one of the agents only receiving buffs. Harbor's High Tide, his wall ability, duration increased from 12 to 15 seconds, so just a little more visibility blocking in this kit. And Cascade, the moving wall forward, has had its duration increased from 5 to 7 seconds. So you'll be able to see some more Harbors in your games, or maybe not because you'll be blocked off by all of his walls for even longer. KO's knife health increased from 1 to 20, and his ultimate has been increased from 7 to 8 ultimate points. Killjoy's also receiving buffs. Her ultimate on her lockdown has been increased from 150 to 200, and this change is actually insane. Now Breach's Aftershock, Sova's shock dart arrows, and multiple mollies cannot kill Killjoy's lockdown anymore. The only thing that can reliably kill Killjoy's lockdown is Sova's ultimate, and it has to hit every single time. This makes Killjoy insane on a lot of maps like Fracture, as she has more safety in her ultimate and able to play on the site. And her Nano Swarm health has been increased from 1 to 20. Omen's Paranoia cost has been decreased from 300 to 250 credits, so this makes his pistol buy a lot easier and healthier for him. Phoenix's wall ability has cost reduced from 200 to 150 credits. Raze's Boombot health decreased from 100 to 60, so it's easier to kill, and the Blast Pack health has been increased from 1 to 20. Next up is Sage. Sage is also receiving some hefty nerfs. Her wall, the Fortify delay, has been increased from 3 to 3.3 seconds, so before the wall can finally stabilize is a little bit longer. And her Healing Orb is receiving some massive changes. The self-heal total has been reduced from 60 HP to 30 HP, while the ally heal total has been increased from 60 HP to 100 HP. So it seems like they're trying to get her to become a designated healer for allies instead of being a battle sage and being able to heal herself. 30 HP is not really a lot, so it seems like it's kind of a dead util to use on herself, and it should be saved for allies. Sova's Recon Bolt health has been increased from 1 to 20. Sky's Dog cost increased from 250 to 300, and her heal cost decreased from 200 to 150, so she can definitely buy heal on pistol round every time and be comfortable. Viper's up next, and she's receiving changes to her ultimate. Her Smoke Integrity regain time in her ult has been increased from 5 to 25 seconds. So that means when she leaves the smoke, you see that bar going down. Now when she leaves her ult and comes back in, that bar is going to take 25 seconds to recharge the full. Max time outside of Viper's ult has been decreased from 15 to 8 seconds, so she has to play on her ult more often now, and she can still kind of weave in and out, but it's a little bit more risky with the Smoke Integrity regain time nerf and the max time out of smoke decreased. And the ultimate points required for ult has been increased from 7 to 8, as it's just an insane ult in general. And the last agent change is Yoru. Yoru's TP health has been decreased from 100 to 60, but its cost has been decreased from 200 to 150. Now, why did they change a lot of these abilities to have 20 health? Well, they're updating damage interactions. Abilities that output damage now will universally damage enemy objects. Exceptions are made for Sky's Trailblazer and Cypher's Tripwire that only deal damage to players. So, any Molly can now deal damage to util. Brimstone's Molly, Brimstone's ult, Viper's Molly, Phoenix's Molly, any sort of damage over time now deals damage to utility as well. But they've also reduced damage multipliers from those Mollies to non-players. So for instance, Brimstone's Molly will now only deal 50% of the damage to util, but it still will be able to kill it with its 20 health threshold. And we have one weapon change heading in patch 5.12, and that's for the Spectre. The Spectre has had its range updated and its damage updated. Its new range and damage is from 0 to 15 meters, it does 26 damage. From 15 to 30, it does 22 damage. And from 30 meters onward, it does 20. So definitely a nerf to the Spectre from long range fights. And we have a new mode coming into patch 5.12, Swift Play. Swift play is the standard 5v5 unrated, but condensed. It's the first to 5 rounds instead of first to 13 with 4 round halves. So let us know how you like this new Swift play mode. Well, those are all the changes coming into Valorant Patch 5.12. How do you think the meta is going to shift? Which agents will rise and which will fall? Let us know in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.